Hi, Days fans. It's Thursday, January 28th, and I just got done watching Days by myself again. The love of my life is still gone in Miami. And Barack Obama kind of threw a little bit of a kink in my viewing tonight. He is here in town having one of his town hall meetings in Tampa, so I had to revert to YouTube to finish the viewing of today's show. But never fear, it's all done, and I'm ready to discuss with you. Let's start with EJ. I can't decide whether he's a real jerk or if I just love him. I mean, how awesome. He's like rolling on the floor laughing practically, talking to Anna. Which, at first, Anna kind of annoyed me. You guys know this. But I'm really enjoying their repartee going back and forth now. You know, it's kind of like fun watching EJ have like a buddy. You know, someone he can, he needs someone that he can be happy with, while he's faking all this tragedy. But he is like, you should see Sammy. She's absolutely miserable, and she's blaming Rafe. And that was awesome. And then when he says to Rafe, maybe I can help. See, I know Sammy. I thought, oh my God, Rafe is going to hit him right here now. What are they playing, the Who Knows Sammy Best game? That was, I don't know. I thought that Rafe handled that well. And then at the end, he's like, you don't need to tell me all this, because Sammy and I have something very special. I'm like, who are you trying to prove that to, buddy? Couples that talk about how special they are all the time aren't probably that special. I mean, you don't need to go around announcing, we're in love, everything's great. Okay, Ariana, dude, way to blow that out of the water. Sammy is so excited now that she has a secret that Rafe's been keeping. A secret your dad is probably making him keep, Sammy. And Rafe doesn't even bat an eye at this. When she's like, oh, nice to know that you're always right and I'm never right. And he's like, these are not comparable, Sammy. I mean, any moron would know. Lying to the FBI agent in charge of the case about your daughter getting ransom notes, or keeping the, police commander's secret about undercover operation. Not exactly the same thing. And she lays into him after she's already apologized for all the other nasty things she says. Well, yeah, they're not, because if I hadn't told you my secret, I'd have my daughter back. Sammy, did anybody ever tell you, when you say really, really nasty crap to your loved one, this is dating advice 101. I'll throw them out every now and then. Marriage advice. When you say something really mean, it doesn't matter how many times you say you're sorry. It's never going to go out of that person's mind. They're always going to remember that you said that. And you keep saying it over and over. This is not cool. Ugh. So, on a lighter note, I was driving home today and I was thinking about watching Days in my younger years. And did I ever tell you guys about when I worked at a sports bar? I think I might have. But we, if you had a double, if you worked the lunch shift and then you had the evening shift too, sometimes you'd stick around in between, especially, one person had to, but sometimes people would stick around in between just instead of going home for that amount of time. And, they had all these big screen televisions because it was a sports bar. And we would make the managers put Days of Our Lives on these jumbotron screens. All of us chicks would sit around eating our lunch watching Days of Our Lives on this massive thing. Those were some good times. Maggie, she pours the bottle out this time. Now that's just wrong. That's what I like to call alcohol abuse. I've got my margarita right here. I'm going to take a little sip. Every now and then, JV and I decide we're not going to drink anymore. But we sure as hell don't pour the booze down the drain. God! She goes over and thanks that neighbor. She could have brought her the scotch. And what's with that note in her address book? Sponsor 555. Does this person not have a name? They're supposed to pull you out of the depths of despair, and you don't even have a freaking name for this person? That's one of those Days things that, I mean, obviously they couldn't have put her name because then we wouldn't know it's the sponsor, but how lame is that? I just didn't like it. Is Carly about to divulge her secret to Melanie? It looks like it. I mean, they were having a tender moment down there at the pier. One of the, like, 3 sets left on Days of Our Lives. Can you keep a secret? I mean, what is she going to do? Is she going to tell her? She has to at this point. And then we'll wait a little while before she finds out who her dad is. Now, when Chloe was having her little meltdown about how she wanted to give Daniel a daughter and she never would be able to, and Carly kind of flipped out, was she flipping out of her guilt that she didn't raise her own daughter and she felt all those things that Chloe was talking about she didn't do? Or was she flipping out because, don't worry, Chloe, Daniel will have that daughter because I already provided one. Either way, damn. I mean, she's all nonchalant with Daniel, Carly is. If this is his daughter, I think it would be nice if she shared that. I don't know, Carly. I'm trying to love ya because our viewers seem to. You're like number 4 in our poll of couples, beating out my Melanie. I wanted Melanie to win one of those spots. But damn, I think Daniel has the right to know. I'm all about dads knowing when they're having a kid. I think that's something you should do. Steph and Nathan. Stephanie, here's some more dating advice. If a man wants to keep you a secret, nothing good can come of that. When a guy really likes you, he wants everyone to know. If he thinks you're hot, smart, interesting, cute, enjoyable to be around, he wants to share that, okay? Let's just keep this secret until after the wedding. Okay, we know why Stephanie's doing that, you know, to make sure that Melanie's all good and married and doesn't get all nervous and think, oh, Stephanie's got my man and come back. But, honey, it's just not good. And when the heck are we going to have Nathan? They want each other. They want to be together. Let it happen. Make it stop. I want them to be together. Dr. Daniel did a pretty good job lecturing Melanie. You know, I'm 35 years old, and I can tell you sometimes my father will use that tone with me, and I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, that's all. Was Dr. Daniel not using the dad voice? Like, do you understand me? And she's like, no, do you understand me? And she's like, yeah, sure, Dad. You know, obviously she didn't say Dad, but I mean, he wasn't acting like coworker there. And let's not forget the big news of the day. Ijana. Ari goes and they're sitting cozy on the couch. There's like a couch, a chair here, a chair there, but they got to sit right next to each other. And she tells EJ herself about being a narc, which might just save her booty there. And I think that they're going to have a little fake romance because EJ's going to want to keep her right where he can keep an eye on her, you know, get her to confide in him. What does she really know? So, a little love story might be coming out. Maybe not real. Maybe it'll start out fake. Maybe they'll move into something else. And what, do they have the same ringtone, EJ and Ari? How did she accidentally answer his phone? You can see the two phones next to each other, but it's very rare. That's another detail I'm caught up in. Real quick previews. Brady freaking out. This is like dream come true for a guy that likes to save chicks. I mean, he's like in heaven right now. It's like he's taking drugs. He's so happy. And then Ariana. Who's Anna? Ooh, that's not going to end well. And Rafe. I'll never stop until I find Sydney. Well, if that doesn't get you back in the door, I don't know what will. All right, tomorrow the couple that watches Stays Together will be back on. So this is the last night that you all have to watch just me. So have a good night. Bye-bye.